Presentation by Association, Professor Yasser M. Madany Sr., IEEE and URSI member. Overview. Scientific research is a systematic process of investigating phenomena, acquiring new knowledge, or validating existing theories through observation, experimentation, and analysis. It encompasses multiple dimensions, including theoretical, applied, and interdisciplinary approaches, each contributing to the advancement of science and technology. Its importance lies in driving innovation, solving complex problems, and improving societal well-being by providing evidence-based solutions. The scientific research methodology typically involves defining a problem, reviewing literature, formulating hypotheses, collecting and analyzing data, and drawing conclusions. However, researchers face challenges such as limited funding, ethical considerations, data reliability, and the need for collaboration across disciplines, making the pursuit of scientific knowledge both rigorous and demanding. Agenda. What is scientific research? Dimensions of scientific research. Importance of scientific research. The scientific research methodology. Challenges in scientific research. Discussion. What is scientific research? What is scientific research? Scientific research is a structured process of inquiry that uses scientific methods to answer questions, solve problems, or generate new knowledge. In simpler terms, it is the process of discovering new knowledge or validating existing knowledge using scientific methods. It is characterized by empirical evidence, based on observation or experiment. Systematic planning, steps are organized and logical. 2. 1. Reproducibility, others can repeat the study and get similar results. Critical analysis, results are scrutinized and validated. 4. 3. Dimensions of scientific research. Purpose/objective. Basic, fundamental, research. Goal. Expand general knowledge, understand underlying principles. Example. Studying how neurons communicate in the brain. Impact. Lays the foundation for future applied research. Applied research. Goal. Solve specific, practical problems. Example. Developing a new drug to treat Alzheimer's disease. Impact. Directly benefits society by addressing real-world issues. Dimensions of scientific research. 50%. 50%. Purpose is the broad, abstract, long-term why behind actions, while objectives are the concrete, specific, short-term, and measurable what steps taken to achieve that purpose. Methodology. Quantitative research. Data, numbers, statistics, measurable variables. Methods, surveys, experiments, statistical analysis. Example, measuring the effectiveness of a new fertilizer on crop yield. Qualitative research. Data, words, images, observations, interviews. Methods, case studies, focus groups, ethnography. Example, exploring patient experiences with telemedicine. Mixed methods. Combines both quantitative and qualitative approaches. Example, studying the impact of online learning by analyzing test scores, quantitative, and student feedback, qualitative. 40%. 40%. 20%. Process/approach. Descriptive research. Purpose, describe characteristics or functions. Example, surveying the prevalence of diabetes in a population. Analytical research. Purpose, analyze relationships, test hypotheses. Example, investigating the link between smoking and lung cancer. Exploratory research. Purpose, explore new areas where little information exists. Example, studying the effects of a newly discovered plant compound. Explanatory research. Purpose: explain why or how phenomena occur. Example: explaining the mechanism by which a virus infects cells. Scope: theoretical research. Focus: developing new theories, models, or frameworks. Example: proposing a new model for climate change prediction. Empirical research. Focus: collecting and analyzing data from real-world observations or experiments. Example: measuring atmospheric CO2 levels over time. Time dimension. Cross-sectional research. Snapshot: data collected at one point in time. Example: surveying public opinion on renewable energy in 2025. Longitudinal research. Over time. Data collected over months, years, or decades. Example: tracking the health of a group of people over 20 years to study aging. Importance of scientific research. Importance of scientific research. Advancement of knowledge. Problem solving. Informs policy and decision making. Economic growth. Education and training. Social and cultural benefits. Expands understanding of natural and social phenomena. Example: discovery of penicillin revolutionized medicine. Addresses challenges in health, technology, environment, etc. Example: research on renewable energy helps combat climate change. Evidence-based decisions in government, business, and healthcare. Example: public health policies during pandemics rely on scientific studies. Drives innovation and creates new industries. Example: research in information technology led to the digital economy. Develops skills in critical thinking, analysis, and problem solving. Example: university research projects train future scientists. Improves quality of life through better healthcare, safety, and communication. Example: research on vaccines has eradicated diseases like smallpox. The scientific research methodology. Identifying the problem/question. Defining a clear, focused research question. Example: what factors contribute to antibiotic resistance? Reviewing literature. Study existing research to understand what is already known. Example: reading journal articles on antibiotic resistance. Formulating hypotheses. Develop testable predictions. Example: increased use of antibiotics in livestock leads to higher resistance. Designing the study. Choose methods, select samples, plan data collection. Example: designing experiments with control and experimental groups. Collecting data. Gather information through experiments, surveys, or observations. Example: testing bacteria samples from different farms. Analyzing data. Use statistical or qualitative methods to interpret results. Example: comparing resistance rates using statistical tests. Interpreting results. Draw conclusions, relate findings to hypotheses. Example: concluding whether livestock antibiotic use is linked to resistance. Reporting and publishing findings. Share results in journals, conferences, or public reports. Example: publishing in Nature or presenting at a scientific conference. The scientific research methodology. Challenges in scientific research. Ethical issues: ensuring research does not harm participants or the environment. Funding: securing resources for long-term or high-cost projects. Bias: avoiding personal or methodological biases that can skew results. Reproducibility: ensuring others can replicate findings. Communication: translating complex findings for the public and policymakers. Challenges in scientific research. Challenges percentage in scientific research, approximate. Challenges overlapping in scientific research, approximate. Strategy in the face of complexity. Agreement refers to the level of shared understanding or consensus among experts on a given topic, while certainty refers to the strength of the evidence and the resulting confidence in the reliability of a finding. Thank you. Association, Professor Yasser M. Madany. Contact at ymadany.com. dr_yasser.madany@yahoo.com. ymadany@IEEE.org. https://ymadany.com